Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on my channel. How are you today? I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Brooke, or babysims, whatever you prefer to call me. And if you're not here, welcome back to another career-based build. Today's is critic. We are doing an arts critic. There is two types of critic careers that come with city living. There is a arts critic and a food critic, and I chose art critic for this build, for that branch, because I think I could make a better house out of it. So I decided to do this. I really like the way this one turned out. The funny thing is though, it doesn't look like an art critic worked here. It looks like a gardener lives here, because this whole house is full plants. Like, you'll see what I mean. It's very green, very plants. But I'm gonna read you in just a second what I wrote down, because I write the little blurb of what I give myself, kind of like what I'm doing before I do it, on Google Docs. So I'm gonna read that out for you in a second, but you're probably watching this and wondering, did I miss a chapter because this whole floor plan is done? Yeah. Well, I can't do floor plans of apartments. They stress me out and I refuse to do them. Even though I can do them for houses, I refuse to do them for apartments. So I downloaded this floor plan from Lava Cake on the gallery and Instagram and everywhere else, and they are exceptional at creating floor plans. They're like the master of it, and they constantly, where did that come from? Sorry, they make these like floor plans for houses and like shells of houses and apartments. They have one for every apartment in the game, and I love them very, very much, because there's people like me out there who cannot for the life of them make a floor plan for an apartment. So all hail her, because we love her. But anyway, I'm gonna read you the little blurb of what I wrote for a critic. So it says, this art critic loves art. They even sell it themselves, but nothing makes them happier than judging others. So they have an apartment in the arts district. It's decently sized, 2-bedroom, not because I live with others, but because I need the extra bedroom for an art studio and a space where they can write Yelp reviews on everyone else's bad art while they are off the clock. The interior is very much green, reds, yellows, and blues, because the primary colors are very good for painting. They have some weird art pieces around that usually wouldn't be in normal people's houses, because they kind of like weird art. Not other people though, only their art. I think they would also have a woodworking station, which by the way I forgot to include, so they can make other types of art. But there are a couple things I changed about that. A, I added a lot more green than red and blues. 2, this apartment is a 3-bedroom. I left 1 bedroom empty, because this was the only floor plan I could find for this apartment is a 3-bedroom. So if you download this and you want to add like another sim in here that maybe is the food critic, maybe they are both critics. It does have a pretty good kitchen, so I mean, works. Then they could live there too, and I think that's good. I maybe should have did that, like giving us advice, and I'm thinking maybe I should beat them to it and did it myself. But I added a lot of plants in here, and I also custom placed a lot of things. I do not have the tool mod. I'm starting to think I should get it. But anyway, yeah, so that is what I wrote for this, and I did not put a woodworking table. I did put knitting and cross-stitching in this house though, so they do have another form of art. They just don't have woodworking, because I didn't want to put one in. I wanted a desk instead, and the room was not big enough to do all of the above. So, oh geez, sorry, had a hiccup. But yeah, so I honestly don't know what to say. I'm going to talk about pre-recording for a minute, because the day that you guys are seeing this is the day I'm recording it, which is Friday the 10th. By the way, 4 days till infant updates, 6 days until the new pack, which I won't be able to play either for a good, probably till April, because, well, you see, I have 40 mods, and I have 18,000 files of CC, and, build mode CC, cast screens, and map replacements, things like that. So we might have a little bit of an issue, because this update, the infant update, is going to break everything in our games. It's going to break possibly some cast CC. It's going to break almost all build CC, because anything an infant can touch will break. It is 100% sure to break all mods. I'm not sure about like my cast screens or my loading screen or my map replacements. I don't know how that's going to go, but so I'm pre-recording a million videos at once. I've already done 12 shorts, 1 gameplay tip video that you guys are going to see on the coming Wednesday, next Wednesday. You guys are also going to see a speed build for a build with the story that I'm working on for the last 3 days, and I have lots of other videos to be working on. My pre-recording starts from the 13th or the 14th, so the day infant comes out, to the 25th. That's how long I'm expecting my mods to not work, and if it doesn't work by then I'm going to have to weed out and probably see what I can go without, which the answer is none. I'm one of those people that once I have something, I'm not living without it, and that goes for like everything. So now that I have like even my small mods I never use, like the cupcake replacement, you have a short I have a short coming up showing off that one. I have that mod, I've had it for like a year or more. I use it like once every sim year, maybe. Will I delete it from my game? Absolutely not. Because what if I do need it? I'm a hoarder like this. Like, my room is full of stuff I had since a baby because I refuse to throw things out. And I'm same with my mods in CC. I have CC from 2015 in my game. I don't know how to delete CC. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to find it because I have too many. And my mods folder is organized. I just don't know the names of it. So I'm not gonna risk it. I could get the tray importer, but I'm too lazy to do that. So I just deal with it. And plus, I am this type of person, as we just talked about, where I will see a piece of CC from 2016 and I'll think that is the most ugliest thing I've ever seen. And there's a couple of CC pieces I've probably never used once. And I know that for a fact because I have some really weird ones. But will I delete it? No, because one day I'm thinking one day there might be a sim that will use it. There never has been in 8 years, but you never know. You never know. But, yeah, so that's the kitchen. We just finished working on it. I added these little eco lifestyle dividers, and I think, what is with my English today? I'm gonna start speaking Italian instead. I'm not Italian, by the way. I just know a lot of languages. I know, let's talk about that for a minute, I guess. Why not? Because that's something else I guess you guys don't know about me. I am currently learning Italian. I know a lot of things, like I can hold a conversation and I can read it very well, but probably not a conversation about anything besides ordering in a cafe, ordering in a store, buying clothes, showing the directions and saying what people are to me and saying like basic like hello, goodbye, I'd like the where, how, and I, me. But I do know quite a little bit of Italian. I know quite a more Spanish than I know Italian, and that's because I have been learning online Italian. I'm not Spanish since 2018, and then in high school I also took Spanish instead of French, which I'm Canadian. If you guys are like new here, I'm Canadian, so we were required to learn French our whole lives right up until 10th grade. So I know, honestly, compared to Spanish and Italian, I know no French. I could tell you like bonjour and au revoir. That is it. That's pretty much all. Like, I'm trying to think of what I know in French, and that's all that's coming to mind. But in Italian and Spanish, I can hold a whole conversation with you. But I chose to take Spanish in high school because I didn't want to take French any longer. So I decided to take Spanish instead. Sorry if there's a cut there. I had to stop my voiceover and come back. But I don't even remember what I was talking about. Spanish, French, and Italian, I think. But yeah, I didn't want to take French anymore, so I went in high school and I took Spanish instead. I only took it for 1 year. I dropped it after grade 10, and I didn't take any languages because, well, I didn't like school, and I didn't want to learn an extra language on top of that. But I did take Spanish courses after that online for another year or so, and then about 2 months ago I started learning Italian. So yeah, I don't know. I know a couple things from Italian just because I used to have a friend that spoke Italian. Yeah, I don't know, and I used to have a couple friends that spoke Spanish as well. So that's, I guess you kind of pick it up as you go. But yeah, French I know nothing of, but my boyfriend, however, was in French since preschool right until grade 10, and he is fully fluent in French. I am not. He can speak it really well. I cannot. But he also knows nothing of Spanish and Italian, so I guess there's that. But in my household, like in the people I live with a couple people. I live with my parents and then my uncle, my brother, and my boyfriend. None of us speak any language except for me with my 3 that I just told you, and then my boyfriend is fluent in French, but the rest of my family knows nothing. Actually, my brother knows German, which, I don't know, either way. But, yeah, so that is just, I guess, something interesting about me if you didn't know. But, yeah, and also another fun fact about me, while we're talking about things about me that you may not know, I live in real life. It's not actually based off of it, but it looks identical to Brindleton Bay. That's irrelevant to anything, so you guys still don't probably know where that is, but it's not the one that's actually based off of Brindleton Bay, because I think that's in the States somewhere. I don't live in the States, but I live in a place that looks identical to Brindleton Bay. So when people always ask me, like I see on Twitter, like, what Sims world would you choose to live in? Not Brindleton Bay. And that's the funny thing, because my Sims actually live in Brindleton Bay right now. And if I had to choose a place that I would live in the Sims worlds, I would choose San Myshuno. I grew up in the countryside, literally, as we talked about, Brindleton Bay, and countryside where I live basically is what I live in now, and I have always dreamed since I was really like a kid to live in a big city or a like suburban neighborhood. Young adult life, I'd like to live in the city, and then like having kids and married and all that, I'd like to live in like a suburban neighborhood, kind of like the new world that we're getting is like my dream. So that is kind of, I know that's really sad. I know a lot of people have dreams to like live on the beach or to live in like the mountainside or different things. That mine is to literally live in a cul-de-sac in a suburban house. I have sad dreams, but yeah, it's just something I've always kind of wanted to do. This video is almost over. I can't believe that. I'm also just ate some peas. Is that weird? I don't know. I like peas. I feel like a lot of people really hate it, and including the infant update that they were showing off on live stream, the most of the infants hated it. Not me though. I love peas. That's irrelevant. I don't know why I'm talking about this, but I'm going to talk about the build because I haven't done that yet. We're doing The Office right now where the arts critic writes their reviews. I'm in this department thinking it'd be like for a girl, kind of, but that's up to you. I decorated it as if, because I had a girl in mind, she had like blonde hair and it was always pinned back. She had like glasses and she always had like a resting serious face. Like she was always looked like people were scared when they seen her coming into the art gallery. And she lives right next to the Kabash gallery. And I feel like she just spends all of her time there looking at the art and people's art on the street there and being like, no, not good. I feel like she's kind of an awful person, I'm not gonna lie. But who am I to decide that? That's up to you guys when you play this this house, if you guys want to. If you have a critic sim, let me know how it goes with them living in it and if they fit my description, because I don't know. But we are doing wallpaper and things, which by the way, that means that we are done the build. I'm pretty sure that there's a clip at the very end of this of me putting on the gallery. Just ignore it and pretend it didn't exist because I forgot to end my recording. We are going to, you're just gonna shh, that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna shh when you see it, okay? But yeah, we're doing wallpaper, and for some reason it feels like this video isn't over because it doesn't look like it is, but I'm going to start talking anyway. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Everything is linked down below, and this is on the gallery as well in the form of a room. You'll just have to add the walls back. But I hope to see you guys next time, and I love you guys so much. Alright, bye guys.